All right, I don't know if we're live right now because it says upcoming for some reason, but yeah, crypto market not looking fantastic. I'll tell you that. Um, we'll get into that in a little bit. I just put an update out on um, Patreon. Just put an update out on Patreon for that. Let me go ahead and go live here. There we go, and we'll save that. All right, so let's see who's on. We got 6 people that are watching on X. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully we don't have any lagging issues today. There's always a chance that we do have lagging issues, but we will see. What's up? Your volume is extra low. Is it extra low? Um, I don't know how I fix that. Does it seem super low right now? Oh. All right, does it seem super low right now? Or are we good? Because I would have to increase the gain, which I don't have any access to increasing the gain right now. My back kind of hurts from carrying all these. Yes, it's low. Is anybody else hearing that the volume is very low? I mean, it does seem like it's not in the yellow, so it could be on the lower side. I have good volume. Okay, so someone says the volume is okay. It's not, it's fine. I can hear you fine. Okay, perfect. There's multiple people that are saying they can hear me fine. Maybe it's on your end that the volume is low, but I definitely know that the volume is a little bit lower than it was before. Um, Not yesterday, but when I had my mic that was very close up because obviously it was right next to my mouth. So people say they can hear me fine compared to other YouTubers. Oh, like low compared to other YouTubers. Yeah. I don't um I mean it was a lot higher. I'm not gonna lie. I just don't want the gain to be super high. And then because it is a microphone that's right over my head. So with it being right over my head, um it I may need to have no sound that's happening everywhere else, and I have children, so those children will jump and scream and do all types of stuff because they're children. So I have to keep it a little bit lower on the gain side so it doesn't do that. All right, so we got 49 people, 59 people that are here. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We're going to get into the market because the market doesn't really look great. Starting to turn around a little bit in the last hour for Bitcoin, but then again, it could be just a slight pump. I'm going to go through everything that I see within there. I did do an update over on my Patreon earlier this morning to kind of break down everything and see what I was seeing within Bitcoin and where I believe it will go. And I'm going to kind of do some of the same breakdowns that we do see here. Um, but obviously it was at a lower point at that level. It's looking great in my book. And historically, buying opportunity in hindsight, we always say it would have been nice to buy there at the dip. And now we have that chance. It's going to go lower. Um, so yeah, what I see within it, again, we're gonna break that down in a couple of minutes. Okay, here we go. Just fix it and sell short until the ETFs run out of steam. I've stopped checking my portfolio for now because it's quite depressing. Um, I'll open it up again after the halving. So yeah, I mean that's not the way that everybody should look at it because obviously if you're more into short-term trading, especially as you have certain things that blow up in different times, you may end up taking profit as time goes on. However, if you're just purely long-term, it makes sense, right? To kind of close it and just let it go, especially if you own the crypto, right? If you own the cryptocurrency, not necessarily saying like you're buying off of exchanges, but if you're not like leveraging the cryptocurrency for the long term, then you can just kind of set it and forget it. And even if you're testing a strategy, you can set it and forget it. And that's kind of what I'm doing with my leverage trading, setting it and well, I can't set it and forget it. I have to look at it because I'm on YouTube. But that's basically what I am doing is I'm not touching it. I'm not adjusting anything. I'm just putting it there. I did get liquidated of a couple of things, honestly, just to be um, quite honest with you, is I've been liquidated of maybe two positions. I want to say AVAX was that. Um, and I believe Caspa as well, because Caspa came down quite a bit. But everything else is still sitting there. It's definitely down significantly, but it's still sitting there. I know you did a paid advertisement for Inspect. Did you buy any? I just doubled my position in Inspect. I want to say yes. I want to say I did, but I don't remember if I did because I was buying a lot of positions as I saw opportunities within HGA. Um, but I'm pretty sure I did because I like what they do here. So like if I go into, I'm trying to think, if I go into like Dogecoin, I like the use behind it and everything that. Come on, why is it not working? Dogecoin. There we go. If I go into Dogecoin, I can click inspect and get all the different detail that I want to get within it. And that's just on Twitter. So yeah, I believe I did, but I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to go and check exactly how you purchased that just to see where I would have purchased that. But if we look at the entire market, currently the market is at 5%. It's 5% down, sorry. 5% down. It's at a $1.52 trillion market cap. So from a $1.8 trillion market cap down to a $1.52 trillion market cap. The dip is insane in how much red we're seeing within the market. Everything is falling down, really, really hard. We're seeing Bitcoin down to 38.9. And honestly, I wanted to talk about that, which we will get into that as we go into Margex and that. Um, but Ethereum is sitting down to 2,200, which is honestly not that bad, but it still is, pretty bad overall. BNB is actually down not as much, sitting at $295. That really hasn't fallen as much as you've seen Bitcoin and Ethereum, but honestly, that has been the trend over the bull market and the bear market, right? It hasn't really increased as much as you saw, Bitcoin and Ethereum really increase, but then it also hasn't decreased as much as you saw Bitcoin and Ethereum. And I think the reason why is because of the quarterly burns that they have. Solana, because you look at the amount of supply that they have, right? I'm trying to see exactly what the circulating supply is. Circulating supply is 94 million. Whoa, that's wrong. 149 million. Yeah, they're trying to get down to 100 million. I was gonna say there's no way that they got lower than the $100 million coin level. But yeah, Solana has dropped down to $79.95. It actually dropped down lower than that. You see XRP that's down to 50 cents. Cardano down to 45 cents. So honestly, it's looking like a great thing that I did by selling that Cardano, putting it in Grok, but then Grok is also down to 36% of a penny instead of being at 50% of a penny or 60 or 70. But as we can see that grow, hopefully we can see Grok grow a lot faster and catch traction before Cardano does, explode and, move to way higher levels. Avalanche down to 27 or almost $28, down 11%. So you're seeing a lot of things that are dropping today. Shiba Inu has, that added zero, but then also at 8.5, as well as Terra Luna Classic at the added 0.9. You see that down 9% on the day as well. And, sitting at a $522 million market cap at 0.00009. It kind of sucks, but, you deal with it. we got a dip, but no one has money. Yeah, that's usually how it goes. I mean, I have money, but I said that I wanted, like, I'm holding everything that I really want to hold. The only thing I'm really investing into more is probably the Margex account. So continuously finding those lows to invest into those for the high. Like that's where I'm investing into it. So I have a little bit of money to invest, but I'm not looking to invest any more money from the revenue side into cryptocurrency. I talked about that yesterday, that I want to just, kind of stack up that money that's there. Grayscale sold $2.4 billion worth of Bitcoin. I think I did see something like that. When you sell, you will truly lose. Just hold. Yeah, I mean that's very true. You only lose when you sell the position. Understand that people say that crypto is going to zero. Like there's people that say that crypto is going to zero, and as they say, crypto is crypto is going to zero. They got to understand that it's never going to go to absolutely zero. It's never going to be worth nothing, and you know a lot of people will scare you, and they want to scare you out of these positions. You have 200 subs, but 70 are watching. Did you buy yourself subs? No. You got to understand that it all depends on what you post. And I like to post about what's truly happening right now. And it all depends on what's happening within the day. This guy's a complete amateur. Never said I was an expert. Never said that I was telling people what to do. I'm just talking about the markets. Anyone can have a YouTube channel nowadays with two. I've never said that I was an expert. Never said that I was an expert, and never claimed to be. Never claimed to be a financial advisor. I have degrees in many places and in many areas, but you know, never claimed to be an expert. I just want to make that clear. I'm not feeding into trolls or anybody that comes through and just says whatever they're saying. I mean, that's fine. You could say whatever you really want, but then once it gets to a certain point, like obviously you're repeating yourself, you can get out of here. So your timeout for 10 minutes. Cool down, buddy. But yeah, I've never said that I was an expert, never claimed to be. I test out different strategies and I have success with certain strategies. And I push for other people to build their own strategies and learn from my mistakes, learn from their mistakes, learn from other people's mistakes. That's what investing is all about. Even the largest, firms and traders have down days, losses, and they may lose consistently. And the reason that they continue to be on top is because they find those days to where they can be successful, but they can be successful more than those down days. So it's whatever. Sounds like someone got liquidated. Who? Who? Keep going, Matt. Block out the haters. I love what you do. Thank you for saying that. This is not financial advice, guys. Watch for entertainment or leave. It's simple. Very true. Very, very true. Why is altcoins collapsing? I'm utterly devastated here. So let's go into let's quickly go into Margex really quick to show you kind of what I'm looking at here. We can look at from different perspectives. We look at everything here, and I like to use the 200 EMA as a kind of not rule of thumb, but a back to earth scenario. So I'm using Bitcoin to show you what's happening with Bitcoin. And I didn't think that we would see these levels, and honestly, it could drop, lower. Not say a lot lower, but could drop lower from where we are. So if we look at Bitcoin and Margex, and I'll move me really quick, just so I'm over here. I'll move me, and if we look at Bitcoin and Margex, we're going to see that the 200 EMA is what I have here. If you notice, the 200 EMA is a very significant point. I drew a line at the level to where it's a $48,000, $49,000 level. That shows exactly where it was going to push off of, and I said that it would push off of it. And I did believe that it was going to retrace. Did I believe it was going to retrace this much, this fast? No, I did not. The reason being is because I thought it was going to be a slow retracement, something that happens over maybe a couple of months, not over a couple of days. As we see the ETF, I thought we were going to see it, pull back a little bit, get to a level where maybe it gets to 42 or 40,000. And that would be a significant point to where it bounces off of the 200 EMA. Right now, the 200 EMA is a very, very significant point. Where we could see about $35,000 where it does end up getting to if it's going to drop this hard. So that's kind of what we were seeing, and we kind of expected that it was going to pull back. But again, I didn't expect that it would pull back this fast. I thought it would pull back in more of a slower trajectory to where it's finally coming down and then it reaches right about here and it would be about 40,000. It would bounce off of that level. So 35 is looking like a significant level to where it could bounce off of. However, we have no positive news that's supposed to come out in the next month or two, but then you obviously have the halving that's coming up and the build up to the halving. So that's kind of what I've seen, but I didn't expect it. That's why I set my what's it called? Not my cost basis, but I set my liquidation point at 37 because I was like, all right, well, it's going to come down to 30. It's going to come down to 40,000. It's not going to break 40,000. And if it does, it'll probably be somewhere around 39 or so. However, it's now down at 38, has dropped down to 38, currently pushing back up a little bit to 39, but still, broke the 40,000 level, which I really didn't expect it to do. Facts are in the charts. I mean, we knew we were going to bounce off of 50. I just thought that maybe, just maybe, we would see enough hype to break through that support or that, resistance level, because resistance levels in crypto don't really hold very, very well because the 200 EMA is a very, very strong point. And as we can see here, it's broken through the 200 EMA multiple times. You've had breakouts. You've had simple breakouts, right, where this breaks through here. It doesn't bounce off of this, but breaks through the 200 EMA here. Let me go ahead and I wish I could zoom in easier. But it breaks through the 200 EMA rather than bouncing off of the 200 EMA, but definitely using it as that level of support before increasing, then using it as a level of resistance multiple times as it is on the way down, all the way down to 15 or 16, and then breaks above it and starts to use it as a level of support there instead of resistance, right? You see that resistance, you see that support here, and then now it might use it or should use it as a level of support again. No way did I think it was going to drop this fast. I thought it was going to be more like what we see here, where it kind of starts to trail off a little bit and then bounces and then starts to trail off a little bit and then bounces, and then we would see the same thing. And you could possibly still see that happen and it doesn't get down to 35. What it does do is ends up having a bigger support at the level of 38 and finds a way up there. But the way that it's dropping right now, it doesn't really seem like that's going to happen. So not coughing? Great for you. Yeah, I mean, sort of. I'm sort of coughing. But yeah, hopefully in the next hour, we can see things start to pick back up. It looks like Bitcoin's starting to pick back up. Solana's starting to pick back up. You see some other things that are starting to pick back up. XRP still looks down, but it's still at 50 cents. So we cannot break below 38. Stop fudding, please. I bought at 38. I'm not fudding anything. Oh, how other people are saying it will drop to 25. Just watch. I mean, if we see Bitcoin drop down to 25 with all the money that's invested into it long term, I really don't see that. However, there's been levels that I said I didn't see. A lot of people were like, "Oh, it's going to get down to $10,000," and I was like, honestly, it could drop down to I think I said 17, and it got down to like 16 or 15, and I didn't see it get down to 10,000. It went down to 15. So I was wrong by saying where I thought it was going to get to, but then ended up, jumping from that level and never touched 10,000. So obviously it did drop a heavy amount, and those people were right by saying it was going to drop, but the numbers that they had were just outrageous. If Bitcoin went to 25, it would instantly recover because we would all buy the crap out of it. Probably, yeah. Enjoy the discounts while they last. Yeah, I mean that's the thing is like I keep saying like I kept saying, "Hey, I'm not buying any more cryptocurrency." Like I don't want to buy any more cryptocurrency. If I am, it's probably going to be XRP. Like that's probably going to be the only thing that I end up purchasing. I bought a bunch of grok and I'm sitting on that and waiting for that to end up making a move. Um I've bought, Jasmine coin. I'm sitting on that with a million Jasmine coin. I have a lot of XRP, which I do again plan on buying more XRP. The only two that I probably would look to buy and consistently buy is CRO and XRP. Those are the two that I really want to continuously buy more and more of. And everything else, I believe I have a good amount of. Now, it all depends on what I can gain if I gain like cryptocurrency, throughout some passive income or something like that, then yeah. What do you think XRP goes down to? Um, let's check their chart. I know they don't typically you don't typically see the same movement there. You'll see less of that with XRP, but let's look at their chart and see a full breakdown. I identify as crypto. Send me your money. What are you talking about? It went from 60K to 16. Well, yeah. The price way too high? What do you mean? The rent is too damn high. Is that what you're saying? No one is dumb enough to buy all dumb money trapped in staking. Nobody is dumb enough to buy. Hope there's no fake news anymore. So currently where we stand, I mean, we should be seeing a bounce where we are. I mean, I don't even know how this line stayed there, but that line is directly in line with everything. Currently at the level of about 50 cents. And we should see that consistently move on that trajectory until we start to see major positive news. I literally didn't just draw that line. That line has been there for probably 2 months at this point since I drew the line originally, and the line has been holding up, which is crazy. That's always great when you come back to it and you see it and how things are holding up that way. So, do I see it going lower? I mean, I want to say no because based on the line that you're seeing right there that I did not draw today, it's been holding up pretty well right around that level. So no, I really don't expect it to drop much further than that. I currently have two positions that are at a level of it would be fully liquidated at 47 and then fully liquidated at 45. Now, you never know. Anything can happen. You're saying XRP at 35 cents. That would be amazing if it was at 35 cents, but honestly, I can't say that I see that. Casper, XRP is about to add another 1 billion in circulation. It is almost a new month. So yeah, I mean they typically add 1 billion every single month, and that's something that I believe does take away from the the growth that we see in the position during the month, but not as much as you think. I mean, XRP sees billions upon billions of dollars in a day, typically. XRP is junk. That's your opinion. I would like to know why you think it is, but that's your opinion. Please explain. Because if like this is the thing that people are free to say whatever they're going to say, but if you're not going to explain where you're coming from, then it's just spamming for no reason. And I would like to know why you believe that it is junk, it is worthless, right? That's what I want to know. And if you're not going to explain, then we can get you out of here because it's just pointless. Add to the conversation. It should be a conversation, right? It's not a debate. Please let me know. XRP states it has no value and a it has a stock. What are you talking about? I have no idea. XRP has a stock. Ripple is is going to be hopefully a publicly traded company at one point. But what are you talking about? How does XRP have no value, and how does it have a stock? XRP is a big company that has a stock coming to Wall Street. It's it's Ripple. Ripple is the parent company. XRP is the token or the coin. Are you watching anything that operates on XRP Ledger, Solo, Flare, etc.? I've I've looked at Flare a couple of times, but I haven't. No, I haven't. I don't really pay a lot of attention to those. Terraform Labs bankruptcy. I saw that. The only reason the company allows it to trade is so the company can take the money. That that is not true. You're throwing out information that's not accurate. XRP has no value based upon how much money flows through it, not how much it is held in it. What? XRP sells a ton of tokens. They add a ton of tokens to the circulating supply. Absolutely. I would love to see them take that escrow and burn that escrow. Absolutely. But that's not something that is in the cards right now. I mean, technically with the trial we could see that come out of the settlement, but no. Yes, and banks print money. I mean, technically, the Fed prints a ton of money and just puts us further in debt. But we're concerned about, XRP creating dilution up front and then having no ability to increase the supply after the fact. Why don't you transfer to a different chat group instead, Tom? All right, so we got 183 people that are here. Make sure you guys hit that like button. We got 58 likes, so I would like to get to 100 likes. And then we also have, let's check how many people we have on Rumble because I haven't even been able to get over there. Currently, we have 6 people that are watching on Rumble. Yeah, let me get this out of here. No links in the chat. You sound great. Thanks. Grok is at 32% of a penny. I know it's at 32% of a penny. It's not looking fantastic for the overall position, but it is at a level to where if people are looking for that as an opportunity, that will be it, right? You'll be able to get it. However, um, that's all up to you if you are going to make that investment. I'm not saying it's 100% going to blow up. I'm not saying it's going to 100% be worth, crazy amounts. But what I am saying is that, um, I've invested in a million. I still have a million. I've not let go of it. I'm looking for that, even though we're seeing tough times right now, I'm looking for that to push up significantly. You're okay. Pay no attention to trolls. Yeah, I'm with you, Joey Rez. With the massive dip in it has more room to run. We will see Bitcoin over 250K, I think. I also stream live day trading. Come into my stream. Why is someone? Come on, man. Like you can't. No links in the chat. Any news on that weird XRP hype from yesterday? Love your channel, brother. Well, thank you for saying that. So yeah, there is a little bit of news from what Gemini has said. So apparently it's XRP perpetual contracts, and people are like all of that hype. What did they say? I forgot what they said. Um, Reminds me of every XRP announcement ever. Where was it? All that all that to tell us we can short it soon. So it's it's not anything new. A huge nothing burger. Excellent engagement farming, Gemini. Yeah, I mean, we thought it was going to be something way bigger than this, but apparently that's what it is. So I was like, is things are things going to explode? Well, apparently not. And they're right. Great engagement farming. That's what they're doing. And I mean, I don't know. I don't know what else to say about it. Not the best news. I'm getting ready to buy Grok today or tomorrow. I'm going for 1 million. Yeah, I mean, I already have 1 million. I'm currently down on that position, holding 1 million. But I believe in it a lot further. I wanted to invest what I wanted to invest. I just wish I would have been able to get 2 million out of the deal, which I would have if I would have invested that much at this low level. Or if I would have, invested where I invested with having 400,000 and then buying, um, 1 million here, it would have been less money to buy 1 million, and I would have had 1 million, 1,400,000, or I would have just gotten 1 million and spent less. I don't know. All right, so we got 197 people here and 70 likes. Thank you guys for hitting the like button. I appreciate it. Doge owns XRP. Look at million. All right. Where do you buy Grok, Matt? So I bought Grok. I bought Grok on Uniswap. You can also buy it on Bitmart, I believe, and you could buy it other places. So let's see, Grok. Grok is currently at 32 or almost 33% of a penny. Seeing $6 million in volume today and looking at a $22 million market cap. If you look at all the markets that are available, it has 41 different markets, but depending on where you live, you will be able to buy on Bitmart if you want. You can buy on Uniswap. That's where I currently have it. And if you have the ability to trade on Gate.io or MEXC, you have that ability, or OrangeX or LBank. So if you're in the US and you don't have any of those trading platforms, I believe LBank you could still buy it. Bitmart you can still buy it, as well as Uniswap version 2 you can still buy it. So yeah, and hopefully they end up having tier 1 exchanges eventually. If Grok drops to zero, it drops to zero or like adds a zero. If Grok drops to zero and gets to a point where it's 1 cent, I'll be up on my position and it'll be worth about $10,000 versus the $7,000 that'll be worth when it gets to my cost basis, because my cost basis is like 72% of a penny, which would be $7,200. However, I wanted to go a lot further than that. I wanted to go to about 3 cents, which would be $30,000 for me, and I would take about $12,000 out of that and leave the rest to sit in there. Do I have a promo code for what? Margex? Is that what you're saying? Or are you saying a different? I don't have any promo code for like Bitmart or Gate.io, but Margex, I do have one. I usually put it in the chat. Let me get this. Margex trading. Here we go. All right, yeah, we're almost at 100 likes, guys. We're 12 likes away, so hit that like button. So you down quite a bit then on what? Am I down quite a bit on everything? So it looks like XRP is currently at 49 and has broken below that line. Just as I say that line is holding up, it's kind of broken below the line a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. It's not a good thing that it's breaking below that line. When can you estimate full dilution of XRP? So they add 1 billion a month. They currently have, if you look over the next 2 years, they're going to be adding 24 billion to what we have there, which would still only be at about 88, or sorry, I'm saying that wrong, 78 billion. So it's going to take a little bit of time if they are adding a billion a month, right? And they've done that. I think it's over like 36 months they estimate, or something like that, 39 months. Whatever the amount of billion we have left. So if we have 54 billion, then we only need 46 billion left. So 46 months. Matt, that doesn't look very safe area. Please be safe. What doesn't look like a safe area? Oh, you mean like the background? I honestly don't know what the background is, but it was just cool to see the lights and the hallway. But yeah, doesn't look like a safe area. Do you believe in April Gary Gensler will repeal the case because it is Gary Gensler? Or appeal? Do you think he'll appeal it? Um, Honestly, I want to say I wouldn't hold it past him to appeal the XRP case, as we know that XRP is going to have, a win, an ultimate win to pay less of, a fee. And do I copy any trader in Margex? No, I don't. But yeah, I think that what he'll do is I wouldn't hold it past him, but I I would hope not. I want to say that I want to say no, that he's not going to do that, but I still do believe that he probably will. There probably will be an appeal if it's not a win that's kind of mutually beneficial.
Commanded Spawn donated $5 through Super Chat. Do you believe in April Gary Gensler will repeal the case because it is Gary Gensler?
So yeah, I think, like I said, I think that he probably will, depending on the outcome of the case. Right? We understand that Ripple will have a win, but how big will that win be? If it's too big, then they're like, you know what? We want to destroy this cryptocurrency. We want to destroy everything, and then you'll see that appeal. However, and then you'll be able to appeal not only the um, you know the outcome of what you had within that final decision, but you also can appeal the or at least appeal the parts of it. So I can't think of the words that I'm looking for. The XRP being labeled a security or not a security, or technically by the judge being labeled not a security, you can appeal that after everything's all said and done. Um, but they were denied just an appeal on that earlier in the year, or I guess later in the year, if you want to look at how it was last year, right? So they were denied that appeal. But yeah, it's a tricky situation because I think they do want to continue to down crypto and fight crypto as much as they can. But the issue is that at some point they got to give up. This crypto crash is a nightmare to watch. Does this happen often? Does crypto crashes happen often? So crypto pulls back more than any other like sector, any other market that's out there. You see cryptocurrency that really fluctuates, and it's because of the lack of consistent long-term investors within the position, within all positions. People hold Bitcoin, and there's a lot of people that will hold and continue to dollar cost average down and held it through the highs, the lows, and all that stuff. But there's more people that are actively trading it. This is why, like, if we compare this to like the stock market, the reason why the stock market doesn't act this way is because you have things like ETFs, you have long-term holders, you have 70% held by institutions. You have all of these things to keep it stable that's controlled by, big businesses and governments and institutions, right? That's what it's all about there. When it comes to crypto, it's not heavily held by institutions. It's not doesn't have many different ETFs. It doesn't have long-term holders within it. And as you have those a larger amount of long-term holders, you see that consistency, and that's what comes with it as markets grow. So right now we're in the beginning stages of it. Think of this compared to kind of like penny stock trading. Like that's kind of what you're seeing, the fluctuation, because there's no long-term holders in penny stock trading, right? In over-the-counter OTC markets. So crypto does crash and does fall a lot heavier than a ton of things, and you could see that throughout history. When you look at things like XRP, or you look at whatever, you can see that things do have larger crashes and falls. It's just like if you're trading penny stocks, how penny stocks will run and then it will crash right away because it has no long-term holders. It's just for people that are buying short term until you have that stability added to the market. And that's where ETFs come into play. You have these ETFs, long-term, trading into the market, traditionalists into the market, and it really pushes that position up. And more of a consistent fashion. Instead of seeing this is what I want to see, and this is kind of, showing us everything that we really wanted to see there, where it's growing in a consistent or a slow growing manner rather than boom, it just increases, boom, it just increases, boom, it just increases. You're seeing this increase, but then has a little bit of spikes here and there, but ultimately the line is less of this and more of this, right? So it's a slow increase rather than a one of those like large jumps that we're seeing in previous years. So that's kind of what we need is long-term holders. And I think majority of people's portfolios right now, and even my portfolio, is about the short term. It's about what you can gain in the short term, but then also have a long-term aspect of it. Because majority of my portfolio, probably the $60,000 that I've invested into crypto, maybe a little bit more, but the $60,000 that I have invested into crypto, maybe 50,000 of it is, or maybe 10,000 of it is long term. 50,000 of it might be short term, and that's just saying the percentage wise, right? It might be 80% that is going to be for short term, and then the 20% or 10% or whatever is left for long term investments. And it will still be the positions that I'm holding. It's just a portion of that position. This is great. I went shirt. I went shirt last on ETC. I fell asleep and woke up, and I'm up 300%. Oh, you shorted. You went short on ETC at a 40x and fell asleep, and you're up 300%. That's fantastic. That's absolutely fantastic. Don't think that those things will hold these levels. That you'll probably see a bounce at certain levels. So make sure you take some profit if you are shorting a position at a 40x leverage. That's amazing. And hopefully I'm saying that right? That you went short 40x leverage. Since COVID, crypto markets keep going down. I mean, not really. Um, During that year, 2020, things were really running. 2021, things were running. After that, in 2022, that's where everything started to fall, and that's because of a lot of things, right? SEC doubling down on a lot of other things. SEC doubling down on attacking Coinbase, attacking different cryptocurrencies, attacking different exchanges, right? It was just a lot of negativity that happened within the market. And sorry, I'm just reading something. They have a lot of negativity that happened within the market. And with that negativity, it really hurt cryptocurrency. And it just continued to compound negativity on top of negativity on top of negativity. It was a problem. And I I don't think that all of that negativity is over, but I think majority of it is. And we'll see probably some positive things come out of this. Um, that was a great short though, just like Matt said. Does Terra Luna Classic has a future? So this is where I'm struggling because I want to say yes. I believe in Terra Luna Classic. The community is very strong, and I believe that we can push a lot further price wise. But it's like, where does the position go if we are not trying to build this to the level that it should be? If we're not trying to recover back what it once was, or even established a new normal? It seems like we have people that are in the middle where they don't want to be looked at as a hindrance to the growth of the community of the price. So they don't go all in on a new path, but it seems like they're going on a new path because they don't care about decreasing the supply. Some people just don't care about burning the supply at all, and that they want to keep the supply where it is, and they're like, let's establish a new normal. Well, great. What is that new normal? I'm not saying I'm against it. I can be with it. I just need to know what that plan is, and there's never a full plan on what the new normal will be. So if we don't know what the new normal will be, how about we get back to trying to push back to the old normal, right? What we were used to. And seeing uh, Terra Luna Classic at a less than billion supply, seeing that be able to get up to a price of $1, $2, $3, $5, $10, whatever. And the way that we do that is by burning the supply. So I don't know. I really don't know. I have faith in the position, but just know that if we start to see like more potential like delistings and stuff, then I will minimize the amount that I'm holding. Will I get rid of all of it? No, I will still hold probably 20 to 25 million. But if we end up seeing where this just doesn't have a future long term wise, then I'm literally just in it for the trade. And I would love to be in it. I've always been in it for the recovery and success of Terra Luna Classic. But the issue is that the majority of the community isn't there for that, right? They claim that they are, but have no way of moving forward. So I don't know. I believe it does. And I'm currently holding my 53, 54 million right now. Plus, war does not help much. People are afraid to invest into crypto. Um, I mean, crypto is probably less of an impact when it comes to war, but yes, I understand where you're coming from. Um, that's always the sentiment, is that war is never a good time for investing. Do you think meme coins have a future for the next 5 to 10 years? And what would be your strong top five? So I just did a video on the top five meme coins to kind of look at in 2024. However, that excluded Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, and Pepe, while it also included Bonk into that. But I think meme coins are going to have a not a stranglehold over the community, but definitely are going to have a large impact to the community. It always brings in newer investors that maybe don't know about blockchain at all, and they start to explore a lot more of what the leaders within cryptocurrency are, not just what they're investing into meme coin wise. So, dang, we're going to 37. Is it dropping more? I can see XRP that's down to 49.5. So definitely dropping some more. And the only thing about XRP is that the 200 EMA has been kind of flat with that position. So it doesn't look like it's really pulling far away from that 200 EMA. That's kind of staying steady at that slight incline, which you see here, which is my head is covering it. Sorry. Let me see if I can move this over. Yeah, so if I move it over, you see the slight incline and how close the price is to the 200 EMA versus what you see within Bitcoin, which it's currently sitting at 38.6, and how far this is away from the 200 EMA and how much this does 200 EMA does play into the growth and the push within that. So the bounce off of this 200 EMA, and you still need to see that bounce here, which could be 35. ETH broke 22. ETH is below 22. That sucks. Dang, we're going to 37, currently at 38.6. Price manipulation for the big upside. I mean, traders see what we all see as well. And if people are in it for the short term, they're in it for just their profits and to be able to capitalize on those profits. So traders, and especially big money traders, will see that this top was a significant level, and this is going to be another level to where it probably bounces. So that's probably where they're going to reinvest into the position. Maybe not go all in on that reinvestment, but reinvest into it and wait for it to push up. So they're waiting for that pullback to this level, and then they're going to see it jump. Traders are all in on finding the lows and finding those points to buy into that position. So if you think that everybody's acting the same way that you are, where you're holding Bitcoin or believing in Bitcoin for the long term, they're believing in it for the long term, but they're also trading throughout the that time period. So while they have 100,000 that's sitting in there for the long term, they're over here trading 1 million at a time, going, okay, let me get in, let me short this at 49 because I know it's going to decrease at that point. So they short it. They get out of their long position that they had from here. So from a level of 28 or whatever, increased all the way up to 49. They end up getting out of that position, or maybe they even got out of that position here. But either way, they're getting out of the position at an increase. Then they see it get up to this point, and they end up shorting the position, making money on the way down. Now they get to here. They're waiting for it to go up. So then they're going to buy the position at that level, see it go up to probably this level again, and maybe create a triple top. If it creates a triple top, that's usually bearish. But they're going to be looking for probably up here, at a level of 52-ish. But it's probably going to hover around 50 for a little bit before they decide to, maybe sell a little bit more from a level of 35 to 50. I mean, that'll be big for them. So the point is that day traders see everything that we are seeing. We're just not reacting the same way that they are. If you are a trader, you may be acting the same way that they are. But if you are a long-term holder and kind of set it and forget it, you're going to see that. I'm about to buy 200 more of Beam coin. I like the lows. Actually, I haven't checked Beam. I should probably buy more Beam. Let me check. Where is Beam? Grok is below 32% of a penny. Let me see. I like Beam. That's another position that I would love to hold, $1,000 of. It is at a low point, 1.6 cents at a $791 million market cap. $25 million worth of volume. So yeah, it is at a lower point. I definitely see that. Can I look at all history? So all history has shown that this really has broken lower than this point. So we want to kind of see down here a level of like 1 cent. But who really knows if that's really the case? I don't have any indicators that I can add to this. And it sucks that I can't add it to Margex. I wish they would review everything, but only have certain things that are tradable. That would be amazing. Okay. XRP is being manipulated clearly. you guys are panicking for no reason. Just look at what happened before each halving. It's it's all par for the course. I like that term because I like golf. All right, so we got 211 people that are here. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Would love to get to 200 or 150 likes. Would be amazing. Um, and there's also 14 people that are watching on Rumble. Feel free to hit that like button as well as comment in the chat. How many people are watching on X? We got 4 people that are watching on X and 7 people that are watching on X. Thank you guys for watching. Feel free to throw something in the chat as well. I'll make sure I review it in the next minute or so. Yep, this is perfectly normal and perfectly healthy. You liked? Thank you for hitting the like button. I appreciate it. But yeah, I think let's go back to the overall market and see what's happening. So currently at a $1.52 trillion market cap, Bitcoin's at 38. You see XRP at 49 or 50. It really hurts me because I want more XRP. I want more XRP. How much money do I have? I just said I wouldn't buy anymore, and I want more XRP. Good thing is I did say in my last video that I would buy another $1,000 worth of it. Why do I have this much in my account? Okay, let's go ahead and buy some XRP. Why not, right? Go to my assets and let's buy some XRP. I want to make sure something doesn't pop up that doesn't need to pop up. But I currently have 13,000. Wait, how much do I have? 13,400 something. 13,480 XRP. So why did I exit out of Coinbase completely? 14,000. Do I just add money? Maybe I'll just add money and then buy it so I don't, because I'm gonna buy quite a bit. So let me add cash. And we'll go from there. I just want 10K. I'm around 4K now. 10K is the minimum. Yeah, that's what some people say. It's what I've heard. It's what I heard from Big Bird. Let me check my assets. Which a lot of things have dropped quite a bit. Hopefully that deposit went through. Looks like it did. Give me a second. Gonna go over to advanced trading because that's what you have to do. If it would let me do it. Why does not let me do it? There we go. And we're gonna go ahead and do that live. We're over on Coinbase. We're over on Coinbase Advanced, and I almost bought Bitcoin. Don't know why I did. But let's find XRP to USD, and let's go ahead and throw through a market order. And I want to look at USD, and I'm going to be buying a good, smooth 2K, which should get me, I don't know how much it should get me. Should be around 4,000, right? How much are the fees? The estimated fee is only $8. It's not bad. Did I buy it? I don't know if I bought it. Should have bought it. Oh, I don't think it updated. Let me refresh this. Yes. So now I currently have, let me go back to Coinbase and just show you guys. So I currently have now 17,484 XRP. Um, so I just had to purchase it. I had to. I don't I wanted to, and I'm going to, like, I think I'm going to stop there. Like, I can't sit here and just keep throwing money on cryptocurrency because I'm doing this even though I'm kind of bypassing what I have in, like, my student loans and stuff when I should be paying off my student loans. So I think that's how that goes. I currently have 17,484 XRP, which is worth about $8,700. And I can't wait for this to move aggressively. And I don't think I'm buying any more. I really don't think that I'm buying any more. But um, so there we go. If I am going to buy more of something, I'm probably going to buy more of CRO and continue to buy that. It's so difficult, right? Somebody said that it's hard. I know it's hard to see these prices and not throw money on these prices. Like, you even look at Jasmy coin. I'm like, well, if it gets down to a level of 30% of a penny, I could potentially get another million for $3,000 and see that push up to levels to where now I can just react off of the 1 million that I'm looking to use, and then the other million could be for maybe longer term and could potentially get me to a level where I am 100% going to become a Jasmy millionaire, you know? Who should I stake with on Luna Station? It depends, right? If you like the top validators, if you believe in the top validators, go with them. But understand that the way that they vote, make sure that you vote whichever way you want to vote and know how to vote. That's all that matters, right? But I don't think that they should really get the support that they get if they're going to continue to vote abstain and not vote um, not vote a certain way, not vote yes or no. Um, no XRP for me. I don't invest in lawsuit coins. I understand. I understand where you come from. Just know XRP is labeled as not a security. However, what Ripple maybe has done with the sale of everything that of XRP, potential sale of XRP, if that's labeled as selling, you know, um, registered securities, even though the XRP is not labeled as that. ETH is dead long. Um, Happy Caddy is a good validator. Yeah, I stake with StakeBin, which I don't know how long I'll be staked for, but I currently stake with StakeBin. They've been good. CRO is pretty low as well. I have about 27K CRO, looking to get more. Yeah, I haven't checked it out. Let's go ahead and look at CRO. Actually, let's look at my watch list currently. And yeah, my watch list of Ethereum, Solana. Solana's down to 79. XRP is down to 49. Cardano 45. Cosmos has dropped. Caspa is down below the 10-cent level, which is great to see, but also not great to see because I got liquidated within that position. Chronos down to 7.2. Why not? Right? Why not? Let's go. Why do they do this to me, man? Why do they do this? Why not? Oh man. So now I got to buy another couple thousand coins. Low prices are addicting. They are. As you see them, it's like this is the opportunity, right? Opportunities are here and we need to be a part of it. So I just hate buying on crypto.com because their fees or their spreads are so high. Not as much on CRO, honestly, but on everything else, the spreads are high, very high. They're still high on CRO. They're just not as high. Are you worried about Grok? Will it get back to its high? So I'm not worried about Grok, right? I invested what I'm willing to lose there. I obviously don't want to lose $7,000, but I know that I was willing to risk that because I feel as though it's going to be a big play. Now, I do believe, in my opinion, this is only my opinion, that Grok will be worth um, either multiple hundreds of millions of dollars or multiple billions of dollars. I honestly believe that that is the case. However, it's it's totally up to you to see the opportunity if there is an opportunity. Oh well, y'all listen to this guy. Nobody needs to listen to me. That's the thing that people don't understand is we're here just to invest. I have a YouTube personality. I have a YouTube platform, and we're here to all come together and converse about cryptocurrency. Um, I'm not claiming to be an expert in any way. I'm not claiming to be the most successful trader in the world. But what I am claiming to be is a person that's real, that will show you my portfolio, that will show you that I'm buying something. You know, so and yet you were here. Y'all listen to this guy, and yet you were here listening to me. That's funny. You think we could see Lunic hit sevens, like low sevens, or you're talking about high sevens, like three zeros in a seven or four zeros in a seven? I think four zeros in a seven isn't out of the cards. No. Do you have any idea about that? How high it can go? I haven't looked into it lately, but haters gonna hate. Yeah, I mean that happens. Scammer? Who's scamming? Who's scamming who? Um, but yeah, I'll have to check out that. Why not? But also seeing CRO that's that low. So VeChain, I think I looked into it a couple of times, but I haven't looked into it lately. I have to go to my accounts and see how much I hold in my fiat wallet, as well as how much I hold in my card. I think my card is good. I think the card is good, but I have to buy more. Do I have to buy more? Do I have to buy more? All these hating comments on a down day, people are just mad they took they mom's debit card and now nothing or now got nothing to show for it. I mean, it's whatever. People have um, negative thoughts. There are people that hate on the internet. I see it all the time. It's fine. It's okay. Um, and I live with it. Nobody's gonna hurt my feelings because because they're like, oh well, you're people are listening to this guy or this guy is not successful or whatever. Obviously, I am. Obviously, I do have success. Um, how am I a hater? Yeah, this guy has the worst information on YouTube. You realize that I've seen some, you know what? I've seen some really, really bad takes on a lot of things, and to classify as the worst information, that's funny. I mean, you can say whatever you want. Eventually, whatever you end up saying is just going to get you kicked out of this live stream, which is okay because you didn't want to be here anyways, right? You didn't want to listen to me anyways. You just wanted attention, right? That's what you wanted. You got it. You got the attention. But I could care less. This is just the beginning of the low. Why not? Everything is on sale. Yeah, I know, but I'm not trying to spend more money. Like I'm all in for the long term of cryptocurrency. And yes, while we will see gains, it would be for the long term and pushing a lot of things out. And when I say long term, I mean maybe a year or two, right? You see that long term, but then when you talk about um, the like kind of forever positions, that's where the portion of that long term aspect of it I'll end up seeing that skyrocket to way higher levels, especially as I see, XRP being used a lot more, as I see, Solana being used more, or everything being used more. Hope ICP drops more. I already got a fat bag, but I'll buy more. No one hugged them when they were young. Hopefully they make money in the market and they can um, pay to have the bug that died removed from their body. what? What are you talking about? That's funny. No, nobody hugged me when I was young. Um, I never got hugs. Um, grew up. I grew up on the streets, homeless. I didn't grow up the whole time. I wasn't homeless. We moved from house to house. When I was in elementary school, throughout elementary school, I moved 30 times, and not because we were like moving all over the country or anything like that. This is around the same area. It's because we couldn't afford rent. Um, and countless times I remember the best memories that I have. Some of the best memories that I have were in a shelter. Like I'm like it's not great to grow up in those situations. I'll never let my children ever be in that situation. Um, and that's how I got to where I am today. I grew up in Newark, New Jersey. Same story. Always moved around. So many people invest money they need, and when it goes down, they get butt hurt, and it's sad and funny. I mean, yeah, and and no. I mean, when you look at the opportunities that present themselves in crypto, we talk about it all the time that you only want to invest the money that you're willing to lose. Don't invest your rent money. There are a lot of people that or a couple of people that may end up making out good on the deal, right? Where they invest, let's say they have $10,000 or they take out a second mortgage and they threw it in on Bitcoin at 15,000 and now it's worth a ridiculous amount because they put 200,000 on Bitcoin and now that 200,000 is worth 600 plus 700,000 whatever. And you know, as they have those gains, they may be that person that still sits on it. And it's like, why are you sitting on it when you gain so much money to pay back what you took out and now you can leave the rest in there? If you really wanted to play this out the right way, that's what you would have done. And there are people that have had this, that have had it come all the way back down, invested a lot of money, and you know they're just waiting for it to push back up and get to levels to where they can become a millionaire. And I understand that 100%. But if you're risking your livelihood, if you're risking the money that you have in your savings account, you know you need to play it a lot more cautiously, or just don't do it at all, right? Because that's something that gets people into horrible situations where they now live on the streets because they they did this with their money and now they have no more money. If you can recover from it, then do with it what you will. But if you can not recover from this and you know that you won't recover from it, don't risk it all, right? They say you have to risk it to get the biscuit, but I'm not falling completely into that.
Commando Spawn donated $5 through Super Chat. Is XLM really just as legit as XRP and important? Is it really XRP twin? And does it really mount up to it?
So I think it is important. I'm not going to talk down XLM. I don't think it's as important as an XRP. But then again, this is coming from someone that hasn't done the research. I'll be honest with you. I haven't done a crazy amount of research on XLM because I'm not really invested heavily in XLM. Typically, when I'm not invested into it, I will do not the bare minimum research, but I'll do a little bit of research into it and understand the growth potential within it. And if it's something that does move, solo without movement within XRP, without movement in XDC or whatever. So I don't think it's as important as an XRP. I think XRP with the backing of the parent company and the parent company going through different banking institutions and understanding that XRP is that option. You really don't have that for XLM. So is it XRP twin? I mean, people claim that it is. But is it just as important? I would say no. Is it something that's going to have value? Probably. It definitely will have a ton of value, and I see a lot of strength and a lot of popularity within it, just to be very, very honest. But I don't really see it as an XRP twin. I don't really see it as just as important as XRP. Legit, definitely. But as important as XRP, probably not. Um, but I had XLM, in the beginning stages of of that. In the beginning stages of me investing in the crypto, I had XLM in my portfolio, and that was during I believe the downturn of the market, um, or sorry, the uptick of the market. So in the middle stages of things, as XLM and everything was really running to certain levels, that's where I had it. I think it might have been an early stage in investing in that launched on Coinbase. I can't fully remember because I didn't have a lot, but then ended up selling that for a loss as I started to kind of push more positions into or more money into other positions, not trying to have a bunch of crypto dust, but have a minimum investment of $300 into positions. That was my goal at that point. Uh, what do you have to say about Terra now after encouraging so many people to buy in, and how much Terra did pay you for this? So Terra didn't pay me anything for anything, and I don't encourage anybody to buy anything. Um, I've never told anybody to buy a single position. I always tell people, make sure you do the research to see the opportunity for yourself. And if you do see the opportunity, then you can get into that and, um, see when your selling point's going to be, see when your exit point's going to be. When I initially talked about it, it was at a point to where it was way lower than where it is right now. So even right now, you would still be at a gain. I saw it as a an opportunity as it was dropping. It dropped down to 6 zeros. I ended up buying into that position. A bunch of other people also bought into that position based on what they did see, as well as hearing me and my excitement for something that's dropping so much. And they were like, "Why are you excited about something that's dropping so much?" And it's because it shows the opportunity of where this can go and how cryptocurrency never truly goes to zero and can fully recover based on an entire community. Already had something established. I put $43 into it. I meant to put 500. They wouldn't let me. Other people did put 500 or did put 100 and did end up making a hell of a lot of money out of that. Now, where it stands, you would be about 20,000% up on that position, or sorry, 10,000% up on that position, which means that you had, a massive return, right? Within that play, depending on how much you invested. However, there are some people that I've talked to and have had recent conversations with that have profited more money than I profited. Right? They ended up making the 30,000 that I wanted to 30 or 40,000 that I wanted to make while still having something in there. They have made that, right? Because they were able to invest into it at that point because their bank let them go through with that transaction. They didn't let them go through with how much they really wanted to put, but they let them go through with that. Now, again, this is not to say that I push people to invest into stuff. I show people the opportunity, they research that, and they invest into it. When it comes to Terra Luna Classic, I still believe that this has a community that can push it up a lot further. Do I believe that the community is at a point to where we can't create a path? Absolutely. I think, and I did believe that we could have, especially as we saw 99% of the community that to um, agreed to burn off 1.2% of the supply and also get exchanges to do all that and everything there. But then, as we saw that happen, 3 weeks later, they decided to backtrack. That's where things started to fall through. Um, and I'm not saying that everything will fall through, that it won't get back to a certain level. I think it will. But the point is like, um, what path do we have further than that to get above a level of a $5 or $6 billion market cap? What point do we have to get above a 10 or 20 or even get to a $50 billion market cap? It's possible with the community, but if the community is still like up in arms where we're like, what's really going to happen here? Then how much push do we really have? You know? So I don't see it as a failure in any way. Um, and I also don't encourage people to buy any cryptocurrency. Um, I talk about what I'm buying, and that's the reason why majority of the things that I'm talking about are what I currently hold or what I'm buying, right? I don't talk about any other position that I really don't hold. And if I do have a sponsorship or something like that, I'm mostly trying to maybe buy that position after the fact. I don't even buy it beforehand because I don't want to see any type of pump that may come from that video. So I'm always looking out for the investor. I'm always looking out for the person that comes after the fact that may see maybe the same opportunity that I see or a further opportunity. So, and not saying I would invest a lot anyways. It would most likely be, a couple $100 if that's the case. But yeah, I mean, that's the way that I play it. I always try to keep, everything in front of me. And, I care about all the investors that come through here because you guys see opportunities and you bring it my way all the time, and then I'll put it out there if I do invest into it. I want more XRP, just need to go down to 40 cents. I'm at 56 cents. Yeah, I mean, my cost basis now is probably still closer to the 60 cent mark. I invested a lot into it at those levels. I did just invest $2,000 into XRP, which I'll probably put out a video saying how I now have, the amount that I said we should have. No joke right now. No joke. Right now, Perry, we must fully focus on the Bitcoin halving. I don't disagree. I really feel this is an organized meme possibility, or it hasn't taken off yet. It took you that long to put that together. Yikes. It's okay to say you don't understand what you're talking about. You're talking to me? FUD needs to be called out. Matt is great with the the word salad. XRP will never grow, and the 3 or 4 creators of XRP will keep selling off. I mean, that's your opinion and exactly how you feel. I can say that, look, I'll respect anybody's opinion as, they feel a certain way, but once you claim that, if you feel a certain way and I talk about XRP, you don't have to watch that video. I truly believe in XRP. Anybody is fully capable of believing in a position or not believing in a position. But it doesn't mean that, you maybe push the same narrative on the same, creator's channel or live stream because, we've had that conversation before. If you're never going to budge on exactly where you feel and I'm never going to budge on what I feel because I'm invested into it, I mean, then we have nowhere else to go. So, leave. What do you have? What do you have to say about Terra now? I literally just answered that question. If you put that question again, I'm gonna have to get you out of here. I've been nothing but up on investments in Lunic. Slow down, buddy boy. Just because your strat like strategy is garbage doesn't mean all of ours are. Yeah, I'm a pretty bright fellow, and I went down the rabbit hole of XRP, and it looks legit. Yeah, I mean, it took me a while to see so much more, especially after I labeled it as more of a day trading position, a swing trading position, and the reason why I did that was because of the labeling of or as a security, or the potential labeling as a security, as well as the lawsuit that was going through, the litigation that was currently taking place, and not being available on Coinbase, not being available on Kraken, and while still having that availability on some platforms, it just didn't seem like something that was close to that, close to breaking out to a massive level because we didn't see the positivity that was coming out of the case. We saw no information really. And while I did research a lot more after the fact, I started to understand where people were coming from. And honestly, I would have loved to have bought that a lot earlier and held on to it a lot earlier. What do you do for a living? So I was a senior financial analyst for a large hospital, as well as a senior accountant for an urgent care facility, or a slew of urgent cares, right? Just a bunch of them, which now got taken over by the large hospital system. And now I purely just trade. I'm on YouTube, and I get to spend a ton of time with my family, as long as they're not in school or anything like that, and when it's not cold outside. So if I want to take a day and just go golfing with Harper, I can go golfing with Harper. If I want to take a day and go golfing with my brothers, or go out and get, maybe a beer or two or something, I can do that. So now, uh, he also is an inner city pimp. What? Sure. Anyone else need some popcorn for all these comments? I got you. Matt, you are the best. Thank you for your time and patience. I appreciate that. Thank you for saying that. What's my handicap? It's like a 15. It actually has gotten better. I haven't gone through like the handicap system or calculation, but I typically shoot um, a 90 or lower. There's times where I have shot worse, especially the last two times that I was out. I shot horrible rounds, and that's just because I was rushing to get through it. But typically it's like a 90 or better. I think my best round last year was an 83. Um, but yeah, I'm not amazing or anything. I do have a golf channel where you can see my swing and different challenges and different courses that I play and all that stuff. So if you want to check that out, just type in is it Matt Perry Golf? Matt Perry Golf, and you'll find that. All right, guys, I think I pretty much have to get out of here. We've had a bunch of people here, a bunch of good comments, bad comments. We got some things going on in the market. Ethereum is breaking below 2200. You see XRP at a low level, which I did, again, invest more into. Dogecoin falling down, Avalanche as well, just a bunch of things that are falling. Um, but make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Why are you leaving so soon? I mean, why do you care? Weren't you like just like saying that you don't want to be here or whatever? And that I was a horrible person or something like that. Anyways, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more videos like this one. If you guys want to start trading on Margex with leverage trading, especially at these low levels, if you're going to find an upside to it, make sure you find that bounce point. You can make so much money out of it if you are finding ways to navigate through that, the right way, and make sure you protect yourself and only invest what you're willing to lose, and all of that stuff, because nobody's perfect. People lose money, but you have to make sure you fight all the losses with any type of larger gain that you could have within that within your trading strategy. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Follow me on Patreon, and I'll catch you guys in the next